Hello peeps, welcome to another LMU stream and hopefully one with fewer headaches, because yesterday was quite something, and honestly so has been the entire time I've been using this app called Caffeinated for my stream chat. It has been an absolute disaster. I've had issues on YouTube, I've had issues on Twitch. I have had nothing. Basically, out of the 5 streams I've made with it, 3 of them had issues. One of them was minor, the other 2 were major. So, sent it in the bin and couldn't possibly be more critical of their services, and as a consequence, can't possibly recommend them anyone. So, Castle Labs in the bin. That being said, being that it was the first app I was using for the purposes of multi-stream chat, I unfortunately don't know how the alternatives work, how well they work. So today we're testing one of the alternatives, and hopefully that will be better. I'm using Social Stream, and hopefully that will be a much better experience, or at least a trouble-free one, because the feature set on that was actually quite sweet. I didn't mind that one bit. It was everything else that came with it that was a headache. So yeah, we're doing here's the thing, the 2 possible formats: 2 LMP2 races and 1 GTE race for the beginner series, Spa and Portimao respectively. Alternatively, I might do the intermediate multi-class at Sebring at 10:15 p.m. my time, which is 7:45. Yeah, 7:45 UTC. We'll see. But for the time being, let's hop into the LMP2s. See if I can make amends for yesterday's race. I'll learn from my lesson and be patient this time at the start. Yesterday I was at the back. I had no reason to be overtaking anybody at the start to try and save time, but I did it and I ruined my own race to a degree. It was pointed out to me by people who, when I asked on the Discord, the LMU Discord, should I complain or not, they were should I report them or not, they were like, just be patient. And as they're figuring out the rolling stud still, I think that is good advice. So yeah, let's see how this will pan out for me today, both race-wise and stream-wise. Especially because Twitch has been taking a bit of a dump today. I've had nothing but issues since they rolled out the new TOS. The streams I've been watching, at least the one stream I watched, was getting out of sync, and then the volume was jacked up for no good reason. It's a good thing that I monitor quietly, because at no point was this too loud. It was just louder than usual. Excuse me for that noise. So I'm going 78%, 55% BB. But I have to remember I can't adjust because of this stupid wheels. The stupid wheels awful encoder. Knob, whatever you want to call it. Oh, turning circle. I was driving the GTE earlier today because I didn't check the schedule, and I hope I was going to be doing 2 GTE races and 1 LMP2, but we're having it the other way around.
On pit exit, you can push now.
Which is a little bit of a problem regarding my familiarity with the track. I'm not familiar with Portimao. Also, one important note is I'm running a beta today.
The track temperature's falling. It's now 38 Celsius.
That's aiming to solve the problem I was having yesterday. Well, that was a near-death experience. The problem I had yesterday is that every time someone joined or left, The force feedback would momentarily cut out. It was very bad. Oh,
Yellow flag in sector
always
3.
the same on lap 1 on the colder tires.
We think Granny has stacked it. Sector 3.
But yeah,
green.
they introduced a beta, I think today, that is trying to solve that issue.
We think Alexi has binned it.
They roll that out before they make it
Is now green.
into a hotfix, so they can see if it's working. It is working, but I'm having issues with the replays, as I was trying to make a thumbnail for YouTube. On the orbit cam around the car, when I'm using the swingman,
Air and track temperatures are rising. Air temperatures now.
The,
29. Track temp is now 40 Celsius.
I couldn't get the camera to zoom out or zoom in. Nor could I get any roll.
Sector 2 is now yellow.
Like, you know, angle the camera a bit.
Sector 3, yellow flag.
Because I want to make my shots, my upcoming screenshots look a little bit more dynamic. I'll also not bring up the SIM hub overlays just yet. Oh, excuse me for those noises. I have an itchy throat.
Sector 2 is green.
She said.
You're last.
That was my outlap, buddy. Don't know what expectations you have, but I should not be expected to do well on my outlap, considering it doesn't count. So I drove Portimao, I did a couple of Portimao in the GT, in the Porsche GT, to find out how that track is, what the track is like in the GTs. Because I have only driven it in a hypercar briefly, and I had a nightmare because I suck, as evidenced by yesterday's driving.
Okay.
And I could not get the tires up to temperature, up to pressure, more like.
Flag.
Like the static, the
Leanne has crashed.
base cold pressures are 1.4
Car right,
bar.
clear right, you're clear.
Dickhead. Ah, that's me being a bit mean, but
Tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it.
why press the issue on your outlap? Anyway. So yeah, I couldn't get the tires up to temperature, up to pressure on the right-hand side especially, and like I was getting, as I mentioned, static pressure in the pits was 140, stationary pressure.
Sector 2 is...
After 2 laps, I was running 145 on the front right, and 143 on the rear right. Front left was 150. Rear left was like 157 or something. So those were close to optimal pressures, but they were not really there. I usually want my pressures to be about 1.7. Put this into perspective.
Yellow flag, sector 3.
8.8, not too bad.
Sixth place. Your brake temperatures look good. Sector 3 time is quick. We can see Alexi has spun off.
Yeah, I like my sector 3 too.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Sector 1 was a bit slidey though.
Yellow flag, sector 1. Sector 1 is green.
Gotcha.
Green flag, sector 2. Sector 3 is now clear. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
I need to learn my downshift timings. Oh, that's faster. Yeah, that's the way to solve the mid-corner understeer, just brute force it. Whoop. Ball sacks.
Okay, Steve, we need to watch the track limits.
Having to lift there was suboptimal.
Sector 1 is yellow. We think that's colder on.
Almost 1.2 seconds green. It's a good warm-up. Remember, we're on race fuel. That was not a very good blanchiment. A bit bad on exit there.
Yellow flag, sector 2, P6. Checkered flag, P6.
Oh my goodness, so 4.486. There is the embarrassment. 3 seconds off the pace, 3.2 seconds off the pace. Is anybody else hearing that? A specific shot on this track has like this very bass boosted like sound in the background, which is not my music. Tell you that much. That's quick. Went on the way exactly on the dot of 9 p.m. my time. Okay, good to see. Let's see how this one will go. Hopefully I won't bin it in the fucking qualifying. I might also experiment taking the pressures even further down. The braking pressure. The default is 83%. I'm running it at 78%. I'm still locking up. Skill issue, of course. But my excuse is that I have absolutely gargantuanly shitty pedals. So I blame those for my misfortunes.
That's the end of the session, P6.
Wow, that's busy. Now you see 1.4 bar base pressures. So I'm going to take 33 liters. Actually 30, I remember, was the amount I used for the race. And I wasn't a lap down. But then again, I was also stationary for 10 seconds. So 33. 33. Again, apologies to Irish people. So we're going to go down to 76%. See how that works out. Oh my god. That was close. So yeah, so far no cutouts on the force feedback. Were the people joining now? Absolutely none.
You're all clear. Stay behind the line. Your tyres are cold. Watch out.
Right side. Clear right.
I didn't get that, but okay. Someone's called Fla Fla. Okay.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
If that's the real name, I'm sorry if I bully you, but... oh, the usual Steve Phoenix special of lap 1 at Lecom to Lecom. Fla Fla left. Cold tires do be cold. Hey, I've noticed it's been doing this lately. It evaluates initially, it goes away, then it re-evaluates. let's assess my judgment on. We'll find out on corner exit from the chicane if. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. It's not locking up at all. Yes. By the way, before the next stream, I'll try and make the steering go away on the overlay on SimHub. Okay, I didn't want to take just 6 cars. Oh, it can't be. No, it's just loading the rest, I suppose. I didn't want to take a Rouge Radio only for the force feedback to suddenly go away, because that can be a little bit heart attack inducing.
That's the end of the session. P4.
13 cars. It's not a lot, is it? Perhaps I'm in the pleb split, the bottom split. Okay, it kept that, so I have to remember how much it is. 76% or 91 kilograms of force. Good. Okay. That's too much fuel, probably. But I don't care. Whoa. Oh, it's doing it again. When Flafla left the race again. Maybe they're having an issue.
Pit exit's clear. All right, Steve. We've got.
Oh, there is another possibility. I'm probably in a lower population split because of the beta.
All round.
Because I remember when the beta of race control was introduced on R-Factor to the release candidate, LFM was unusable. Which, to be fair, was what happened the rest of the year as well. But on that particular occasion, it wasn't down to driving standards, but down to the nice. Good job, Steve. Good job. That's what you should be doing on lap 1 every time. Yeah, I like the lap would count anyway. Yeah, checking the grip of the on the track, because I know that the qualifying sessions are probably on lower grip. Low grip levels.
To go, 5 minutes left.
Okay, don't bin it on the chicane exit this time, Steve. That'd be nice. Don't want to bin another lap. Oh man, the brakes are sublime now. I guess La Source will be a good test as well. Oh, it's good. A little bit of lockup is fine. It's good to have that extra amount of braking. Man, my pressures are still low. I don't like that. Ooh, ball sacks.
This lap, track limits.
Very scrappy. Went way too deep there.
Clear left.
The ghosts are everywhere. Oh, I forgot to unmute crew chief. My voice is going to crew chief, I mean.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. On your right. Clear to the right. On your left. Clear left.
And this is not a three-wide situation. Can you imagine?
That's Paul.
I might very much be in the pleb split.
That's 2 minutes left.
If that's
2
Paul.
minutes.
Although I assume I'm probably one of the first people that put a lap in. I assume. Oh, that's shit. That was shit. I lost time on that curb. Looking at my overlay and I am in pole. What?
Your brake temps are good.
Swear to God, if that happens, I'll be perplexed. Especially because it was a shit lap. Look, I'm I'm 6/10 up on it. Nine tenths. Oh goodness. That wasn't very good though. Still looking up though. No balls. Survived, but nearly didn't. I gained the time mid-corner, but then I lost it in the brakes. Because I couldn't be quite as aggressive on the brakes on the basis that my line was out of whack. Tiny bit of a lock up then. Tiny bit of sarcasm, of course, on my end.
That's the end of the session. You're on pole. Well done.
Excuse me? Is this real life? Is everyone sandbagging? Does this lap count? I didn't get a checkered on my box. Although I have been very slow up to this point. Looks like it's a valid lap. It's a slow valid lap, but I think the end of the session occurred immediately after I crossed the line. I don't think there's anything to gain on this lap. I never lost this much time at any given point. But I guess building ample familiarity. Ooh, ah. Yeah, the lap is valid. But it doesn't matter. There's no way I'm gonna gain. I'm in pole by a second. Okay. Okay. I am as shocked as you may be. Again, by a second and then have 1.5 seconds to third.
Ladies and gentlemen, please start your engines.
Nearly had a heart attack there. That was completely unexpected. Alright. Gonna take 33 liters, which is too much. I know for a fact. I wish I could take those down. But whatever. So 76%, 55%, that seems to be the balance. And of course, now I got the achievement for pole position. Maybe the achievement for winning the race, if there is one. $336. God damn this car. It's ridiculous. I'm still in disbelief. I still am. Okay. Alright. Let's not bin it. This time it's all for me. It's up to me whether this is won or lost. And of course, I'm also commanding the start for the first time. Let's see how that will go. I'm happy now. It made my day, especially after the binge of yesterday. It's pretty good. I went from P17 in yesterday's quali, admittedly because I didn't put in a lap, to pole. Never thought I had this much pace here. Or maybe my driver rank has dipped so far. I'm in the blip split, which is the most likely thing. Right. Stop the music. Get ready to rumble. P3 is leaving quite a chunky gap.
Floor it.
I floated 5 minutes ago. Okay. My heart is... I need to calm it down. Calm it down. Also remember to brake early for like this time.
Nice one, Steve. Good start.
It's a bit too cautious. I was a bit not too cautious. Oh my god, the understeer. I'm trying to induce a little bit of oversteer on entry on the cold tires, because on cold tires this thing is less oversteery than it usually is. Somehow, because the front end washes out. This seems like it's going to be a bit of a lonely race though, because P2 at the moment doesn't seem to be much of a threat.
Yellow flag, watch out.
It definitely isn't now.
It looks like Sosa has binned it.
Yeah, I think P2 binned it. So another bubble race, I think. Just like yesterday's LMP2 race. Although I had a car behind me that was a lap down. And that's exactly the problem, it was a lap down. Maybe it wasn't the car behind.
Green flag, sector 2.
Maybe just dropped back a bit. Like a small mistake, but not a big one. This is surreal, man. I'm not okay. I nearly died there. I nearly died there. That was... I unsettled the car at the worst place on the track I could possibly do that. Blanchimont being the other. Oh, I'm pulling lengths on the car behind. People will mistake me for Michi Hoyer now. I'm the Michi Hoyer of the pleb split. All disrespect to everyone else that's in here, but if I'm faster than you, then sorry. You're probably not the most experienced sim racer on the planet. Oh my god, P2 is absolutely nowhere now. What's the gap behind?
4.2.
Okay. Yeah, this will be a lonely race. I'm not even driving that fast. Saying that, actually, maybe. No, I'm not.
That was
8.9 is not particularly quick. This is an odd sensation. The last time I've had this was in an ACC open lobby. When I was driving against people who were literally driving the sim for like a month, maybe, and it was their first sim. So they were absolutely all over the shop.
Your tyres are cold, watch out.
Oh, that was nice.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh, it's ahead. I'm already getting close to lapping people.
That Otto has gone off. Green flag in sector 2.
I'm in a rhythm now. Man, this is such a nice combo. It needs to be said. This car on this track. Whew. And I'm saying that as someone who is historically slow here. Very slow. To put things into perspective, my fastest ever GT3 time around here is like a 2:19. Or is it an 18.8 or something? On ACC. To be honest, I should try on R Factor 2 and see how I fare there. But I'm not quick.
Fastest lap.
Oh, here we go. Audio bugs again. Although I don't think it's the game this time. I think that's my PC. Bloody Windows.
We're halfway home. I think the fuel's going to be tight. You might need to save some.
Buddy, I have used 11 of my 33 liters. Are you for real? I'll have 10 liters. Well, not 10 liters left, but
You're now in the lead.
plenty of... Now, yes. I just took the lead. It was a brilliant overtake. You didn't see it, though. I wonder if that upshift downshift combo was unnecessary. Probably was, wasn't it? Still figuring out how to maximize this car, because the thing about this car is that due to how nimble and quick it is, as is the case with most high downforce cars, you basically have to be pushing it quite aggressively to make the most out of it, which is the catch-22 of course with these cars, because when the high downforce cars let's go,
half distance.
if you're not on AMS2, you're gone. AMS2 has that that very weird slip curve on the tires, which kind of makes the car, it's hard to describe, but it makes the car slide but also still have grip. It doesn't make sense. To me at least it doesn't. And on high downforce cars it's particularly noticeable. The LMDH there were an absolute shocker, in my opinion.
Fastest lap of the race. Your lap time was 2:08.22.
That does not deserve to be the fastest lap of the race. We should be at least in the 7s to be even remotely competitive. Compared to, the fast splits. And actually, come to think of it, 7s are still about 3 seconds off the pace, so I never would have thought my first win would be in an LMP. Well, actually, then let's not jinx it, but I never thought it was going to be an LMP2. I love it, don't misunderstand me, but I always thought that high downforce cars are not my specialty. But credit to how well this is built and how much I seem to be gelling with the default setup, believe it or not, on this track. That dirty nose on entry, and then that slight bit of understeer mid-corner. Actually, it's not very slight, but that understeer mid-corner that kind of balances it out.
Your rear tyres are cold.
That works for me. They're not 1.7 bar, mate. It's not. That's not cold. What are my tire temps?
Front left 77, front right 83, rear left 68, rear right 70 Celsius.
He's not wrong. That was awful. What am I doing with my life? No.
Okay, Steve, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Fucked it.
That's 5 minutes remaining. P1, come on, bring it home.
I've never seen that track limit pop up before, but it's the first time for everything. Cutting the inside of La Sauce is apparently a cut now. Be fair dues, I suppose.
We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them. Yellow flag sector 3.
I'm starting to get very clumsy now.
Green flag sector 3.
So yeah, if you're hiring for an esports team, this is how every race goes. Yes. Put it in pole. I lead all the race. I've never crashed from the lead or anything like that. I've never lost the lead by getting clumsy. At least I haven't done something that someone I know has done, who didn't put in pole actually, but overtook a bunch of cars, got into the lead. He had a very comfortable lead, like 14
Tired from the race.
second gap to P2, and ran out of fuel because his fuel calculations were very, when I say marginal, he was 3 laps short. And on R Factor 2 at least, I don't know if this is the case with LMU, the car has to return to the pits under its own strength. So, under its own power. So, if you run out of fuel, even if you make it into the pits while your engine's dead, your DNF basically. And that's what happened to him. So he went from P1 to P14 or something. So no matter what I do, I'm probably not gonna do that, because I have plenty of fuel left. I'd say I have like 3 and a bit laps worth of fuel. What's the gap behind?
10 seconds.
Jesus Christ. To be fair, if I bin it, they will overtake me. So this is by no means over. But it's all down to me so far. Unless any bug markers have anything to do with it, but so far there doesn't seem to be that much field spread. Oh, my preview is very, yeah, there's, from my preview I see that the next car is on sector 1, so I'm not gonna catch up to anybody. Good. I'm not excited on finding out how people treat blue flags. I'm not the vacate the racing line as soon as I get there kind of guy under blue flags. Okay, last lap.
Come on, Steve. Last lap. Keep your shit together. You're not home yet.
Cheers. Thanks for the encouragement, douchebag.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
Okay, didn't bin it there. Good, good, good. That was the scary part. Because this car has such a fast steering rack, it tends to do the spinny thing quite easily because, you know, it's very easy to put too much lock into it. It's like a go-kart, this thing, in terms of the steering, although actually that may be an exaggeration. Go-karts are psychotically sensitive on the steering. Bring it home, country road, take me home to the
What's your rear
place
tyres? They're pretty cold.
I belong, West Virginia. Actually, no, West Stavlo, take me home, country road. Yes.
Well done, mate. That was absolutely perfect. Great win.
3 achievements in one race.
Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Let's do some donuts. If I can.
Watch your speed.
Yes. No. That'll do. One DNF though, that's pretty good. I was expecting the pleb split to be... Well, I'm sorry I'm calling it the pleb split. I'm very sorry. It's really bad on my end. Hold on, let's actually... Oh, hold on. Let's actually... get a screenshot out of that. Okay. Can't get it any closer. That's the bug. That's the new thing with LMU, unfortunately. Oh, that's better. And I can't roll either. There. Cool. All right. That was an unexpected surprise. That was... Oh my god. I was 1.4 seconds a lap faster than the next fastest car on my best lap. And the game crashed. Okay, I'm sending the report with bug splat. I haven't seen this before. It looks very 90s. Let's hope the result doesn't get nullified or something. I would not be very bogus. Oh, I may have missed the GTE race though. Doesn't that start at 9:30? Oh no, it's 1:45. Whew. Whew. Okay. So the crashing does persist. That's a bit annoying. Hey, Linksy in. Gonna give the Proton 88 a go. And let's check out the result from that previous race. Hey, look at those, look at these numbers. I barely gain anything. What? Okay, so yeah, P2 did win it after all. So just because of I was expected to be 13th. So hold on, it expects me to be P1 on like some of the highest splits, but now I'm expected... Ah, that's weird. I also want to see in my event history... Oh, I remember I was in that race and I got demoted to Bronze 3. Didn't show up yesterday. That's the reason why I dipped. I wonder how much rank I lost from that. I crashed. Oh my. Okay, that explains it. I thought I was very low into my contact with the Mobile 5. Yikes. Okay, let's just do some quick practice. So the Porsche is a bit lively on this track. Excuse me, I think all the elevation changes are making that rear engine configuration a bit nervous. I also have a question to the Twitch folk, the Twitch watcher, the Twitch viewers. Did you have any issues with Twitch today? On the playback front, because I had many issues as soon as the TOS rolled out. As soon as I got like the little thing, do you accept the new terms of service? The platform just went ape. I don't know if that's just my experience. It's a lot of Porsches. That's many Porsches from the looks of it. Nah, quite a few Ferraris as well. But yeah, quite a few Porsches. Wow, that's a lot of Porsches. This is mainly a Porsche lobby. Haven't seen that before. I take 30 volts of fuel. Soft tires.
Lap for Roni, 141.17.
Don't need that. Pull that back. Hey, a car with a turning circle. That's appreciable. I have to remember that this is the line.
Exit looks clear.
Because in my practice I got to stop go
Okay,
for
Steve, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Your brakes are cold, take it easy. Cold tires.
speeding in the pit lane. Because I hit the pit limiter earlier. It is important to note, by the way, that this car is the polar opposite of the LMP2 in terms of the steering lock.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
This has almost twice as much. I forgot to adjust the brake pressure. Doesn't matter, it's a practice session anyway. So check the pressures right now. We're at 1.4 bar.
Green flag, Sector 3, yellow flag. We can see Tomasini has binned it.
Look at that Aston go.
Green flag, Sector 1.
So this is the corner the Porsche is the most vulnerable. Actually that and the next one.
3 is yellow.
Well, the one after this one, the hairpin here.
Air temps rising, it's now 29 Celsius. Sector 3 is clear, green flag.
Get the draft.
Sector 3 is now yellow. Green flag in Sector 3.
That Aston has legs though.
Yellow flag.
Left side, clear left.
I nearly bodied that guy. I should have been a little bit more cautious because I nearly went off track. I can brake that late. Hopefully without that bit.
Yellow flag.
What are my tire temps?
Left front, 65.
Oh
Right
my
front,
God.
65. Left rear, 70. Right rear, 72 Celsius.
Tire pressures are awful. Yeah, temperatures. No wonder I'm not getting optimal pressures.
Sector 2 is 1.4 off the pace.
Left side, clear to the left.
Hi.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Nearly boarded him and then I got...
Sector 3
And then
is
I
yellow.
bended myself. At least they have the right
Sector 3 is
idea.
green. The car ahead has just done a 145 and 6.2. Sector 1 is yellow. Yellow flag in Sector 3.
I'm being said, don't brake around here. You don't have to.
Green flag, Sector 3.
A little bit of a lift is all you need.
P10. Your brake temperatures are okay.
Why? That's not the line.
Green flag, Sector 1. Yellow flag in Sector 3.
Right side. Clear right.
Whoa, nope.
Car left. Clear left.
You saw nothing.
3's gone off. Green flag, Sector 2. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag in Sector 3.
How we're doing? Oh, we've got flat spots. At least I warmed the tires up, I think. Oh, they're bad.
Your tyre temps are looking good.
As I said, we warmed up the tires. Yeah, brake pressures really need to come down. It's not a drift car. Can't confirm. So the lap times I'm looking for are 43s, 44s. I can keep dreaming. Because what is life but a dream? Oh, no, that's not true, is it? I'm pretty sure I won't be in the same lobby as Linksy with his Silver 1 driver rank. But you never know. He's also a streamer on Twitch. I don't think he multi streams to YouTube though. And he used to do ACC, that's where I know him from. And like many of my ilk, he switched to Le Mans Ultimate. Seems like it's the popular choice for people who used to play ACC. Probably because it's the new thing and ACC hasn't had anything truly new happening in a while. I mean, I know the GT2s are a new thing, a very new thing. It's a first in sim racing, actually. No, actually, no. Race Room had the KTM. Has the KTM and has had it for almost a year now, I think. So yeah, he's quite lovely. He's doing some POV videos with a GoPro.
That's the end of the session.
His triples. Oh, I'm with Otto again, so I may be again in a low split. I'm gonna stop calling it pleb split because I think it's insulting to the people that aren't here. All right. Drop that down to 96% for starters, and I might pull it back 0.5%. And there's a Rexy behind. I don't know what people like about that livery. I know that it looks kind of like interesting.
Exit looks clear. Yellow flag, Sector 2. Cold tyres all round.
But I personally find it hideous.
Marquez has spun off.
Oh, and the game already wants me to save fuel.
All round.
Lift and coast. With the purple LEDs.
Sector 2 is now
This
green.
corner is hard, by the way. Yeah, it's the corner I struggle the most on this track. Hold on, engine mix 3. Didn't they change that? Because race 3 is lean, race lean.
Checkered flag, P11.
I changed something accidentally myself, don't knock any controls over.
That's the end of the session, P11.
This world is our life. To see. Apologies if my voice sucks. That 20 should be good. I find it hilarious that the GTEs legitimately consume more fuel than the LMP2s. Although they're heavier and they make... I think they make more power? Question mark? Because the LMP2s nowadays make 510 horsepower.
Exit's clear. Push. We've got 6 minutes to settle.
Which is not a lot, if we're honest.
Your brakes are cold. Let's get some heat into your tyres.
Back in the day, people were complaining that they were too quick and too close to pace with the DPIs, for example, at IMSA. Of course, they never got close to the LMP1s. Unless it's a Bicolors, because the Bicolors was turning itself into a pit fire. Fire pit, I mean, not pit fire. Pit fire is a different implication. Pit fire is yours for Verstappen. Fire pit is Kumbaya, so yeah. And barbecue. And that's probably the reason why they're trying to race under Van Wall.
Right, clear right.
Otherwise, I think they would be justifiably laughed off the grid. Excellent. This is going brilliant. I never thought I would do better in an LMP2 than I'm doing in a GTE, but so far, it's looking like it's gonna go that way. I don't like this car here. I also hope I don't replicate the last time a Greek came to Portimao. If you remember that horrific incident when LMP3 nailed the pit wall after losing control after the final corner, it was a Greek.
Right side, clear to the right.
Laskaratos. Not his fault, mind you. He reacted to an incident happening ahead of him. And you know how famously planted the LMP3s aren't. So yeah, it was an overreaction, but it was nevertheless a reaction. Meanwhile, the car that crashed was entirely its own fault. Got greedy, went too wide, spun it up, and ended up on the racing line.
Right side.
Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay, I died.
Side, clear right.
Oh, the ebbs and flows of sim racing. I hate this car here. Wow. It's so pendulumy. Here is another fine example. So
right,
2 laps,
clear
2
right.
spins. As this is looking very, very promising.
Left side. Clear left. Car right.
That was on
Clear
me.
to right.
As if the other one wasn't, but this
Right
one
side.
in particular was on me.
Still there. Clear right.
All this is a lap. Oh, it's a horrific one though. What?
Hold your line.
Fixed it now.
Keep it steady. Clear to the left.
That's gonna be fine.
Brake temperatures look good.
Swear to God, this car on this track. Try not to spin. Challenge impossible.
On your left, 2 left, 3 wide, clear to the left.
3 wide with the ghosts. Okay, don't provoke it.
Car right.
I have to drive it a little bit like the Porsche on ACC. I suppose this is a 9912, so it makes sense.
Just 2 minutes left.
We just have to blend in a bit of throttle everywhere. See.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Your tyre temps are all good.
I'd rather that than be dead.
On your left.
Have to get used to that.
Clear right.
Not dead, but not doing well. I may have been a bit too cautious of a lift. My previous lap is anything to go by.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
P3, that's your fastest lap. Sector 3 is 0.7.
Still in a
off the
slow
pace.
split.
On your left. Clear left.
I mean, I'm at the bottom of bronze 3 now.
Right side. He's still there.
After that disaster of a Le Mans race yesterday.
Clear left. On your left, clear left.
Oh man, this guy is so easy to provoke. Jesus Christ.
Car left. Clear left, right side, clear to the right.
See, with a bit of
Right side.
throttle control there, we managed
to
to
the right.
keep it.
Right side, clear
I
right.
hate this car here. Wow. It really doesn't work around here. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't.
Sector 2 is 2.2 seconds off the pace. That's the end of the session. P4.
I'm expecting that the leader has curb stomped us. Man, this is my survival is in jeopardy here. I don't know if I can make it. I've spun so many times. I guess more fuel will probably make things a little bit better. I might even consider putting too much fuel into it. Perhaps, because it makes the nose a little bit more planted. Which, mind you, does have a little bit of an effect on the oversteer, but historically I found it makes the car more stable. That was the strat on the Porsche. On SSC, I used to overfuel it intentionally. Oh, so 3 is the qualifying fuel and 1 is race lean. Okay. I did not know that, so I was on the qualifying map. Okay, P5. Leader did a 43.8. And they're in a Ferrari. Okay, P2 is a Porsche, so I have no excuse, and I'm beaten by a D-station Aston Martin. Things you love to see. How much fuel for 16 minutes?
For 1 hour, 9 minutes. We reckon we'll need about 98 litres.
How much fuel for 18 minutes?
We don't have that data. You're breaking up. Say again, please.
Shut off. Ah, I have the server turned over. Gonna put in 40 and see if the theory works. You're breaking up. Sure. Let's see what we've got around us. Many Porsches, not many Ferraris. Good to see. Although if the meta has gone from Ferrari to Porsche, it's not worth it. Look at this cutie though. Doesn't it look like it's doing eyes to you? The anime eyes. I'm sorry for bringing up anime, by the way. Very sorry. So yeah, for the other races, I think I'm going to test something a bit different. Different car. Because so far, this has been very Larry. And I had the same experience in practice earlier, but I thought I could tame it in time. Because when I was making my screenshots, when I was doing that practice, I was not really practicing for the race. I was driving around, hoping to see other cars so I can take a screenshot of this car and the others. That's about the extent of the thought that went into it and the effort and the practice. So yeah, something else will have to be driven for the other races. Okay. Oh, the leader went. The leader really went for it. And now isn't going for it.
Green, green, green.
Many rules have been broken on this start.
Still there. Left side.
Oh, that was so scary.
Clear to the left.
There's a
Sector
crash.
1, yellow flag. Green flag in Sector 1. We think Carol has crashed.
Upper position. Don't know what happened to that car. Did it get a lag, or did they brake that early and then just release the brakes completely? I'm also gonna go down to the race map, just in case it gives me a little less wheel spin.
Yellow flag, caution. It looks like Iniesta has gone off. Sector 2 is green.
I am not trusting this car one bit. I am driving it like I'm walking on eggshells. That being said, P2 went into P1, P3 went into P2, P1 went into P3. Interesting how that panned out. All right, I think that's the amount of lift I have to put into it.
P4. Yellow flag in Sector 1.
I don't know if that's a good line or not. Oh, the Aston messed up. Tell you what, the car is far more planted now.
Flag.
Oh, that was behind me.
We think that Otto has gone off. Sector 2 is clear. Sector 1 is green. Sector 3 is now yellow.
Left side, clear
It
left.
happened.
We've just cut the track.
I didn't put enough throttle into it. Now my ears are overheating, I think. To give them a little bit of time to cool down and get back into it. I'm really not enjoying how the car drives around here. I really am not. It's very much on the knife edge. And it's like a pendulum-y, slow feeling knife edge. That's the weird thing. The LMP2 is on a knife edge, but it's like on a really... It's really agile, so basically if your inputs are smooth, it's fine. This one, it feels very soft and very blunted and perhaps even heavy. And then the back end just goes, yep, I'm overtaking the fronts. It catches you out. He's going for it. He's going for the over-under. Didn't work out though. Oh, no.
Car left. Still there. Clear left.
That's a very awkward situation. Okay, don't die again.
Car left. Clear left.
I think my guy behind is getting
Otto has stacked it. Sector 3 is clear.
caught out by the braking that me and the other guy have to do because we brake early. I think so as not to induce the wrath of the rear end. The curse of the swapping ends. Okay, P5, I think.
Well done, Steve. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. P5.
Yep. Considering a qualified P5, it's fine. But considering what could have been, that I was contesting for the podium, not great. I mean, it's not like the podium is out of the question, it's just that at the moment, it doesn't seem likely. This track is so good, though. It needs to be said. Much as I suck at it, and therefore I would be a little bit less inclined to sing its praises, I'm not one of those people. I suck at Long Beach. I adore that track, though. And I think this is exactly the same story. I'm hopeless at it. But
Half distance. You're looking good for
I'm
fuel.
really
Feels like
enjoying
your wits
myself.
about you, mate. We think that
all the undulations. If anything, the only thing I don't like about it is the lack of distinct brake markers on many of the corners. That hairpin, for example, that left-hand hairpin towards the end of the start of the third sector. I have no reference for that corner or where to brake, so I'm always braking by using the force. Yes, use the force. Join the dark side. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. Oh my goodness. Well, my Palpatine impression gained me almost a 10th. And flat spots. Because that was a rather prolonged lockup. Hey, things are happening. Lap times are being gained, and now I should shut up because I might jinx myself. Land in some throttle. Yes. Stabilized the car quite nicely, that. This corner is the one I'm talking about where I have no references for where to brake. That could be improved. Although I think the only method is by temporary brake markers that will probably be taken out by a spinning car. But let's not forget, Michael Fassbender is still racing in WEC. That was a bit mean, I admit. Ooh, balls.
Side.
Yellow flag.
Oh no.
Clear left.
There's nothing I could do about that. That's
Okay,
unfortunate.
Steve, you picked up some minor aero damage.
I tried to open up my steering, but I wasn't fast enough. And it did park sideways as well, that car, so I didn't have much space to act. Oh my goodness. How did I save that? I'll say right now, I'll raise my hand and say that I definitely fluked that save. Oh, the car is twitchier now. I think it's the tires. Yep, tires. Here's a gone. Well, that Porsche had a moment as well behind, it looks like. And I'm looking forward for this to end. Yeah, I've got pretty bad flat spots, and I think it's the rears. That's not good.
P4.
I'm gonna have any flat spots, I'd rather be than be at the front. It doesn't mean that lockups are worse, but it also means that the car
5
is
minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. Stay
not
on it.
as
This isn't
unstable.
over yet. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy.
We
please,
didn't.
Steve.
What's the gap ahead?
9.2.
Yeah, that's it. That's gone. Unless that Aston messes it up. Because I did see him get into trouble earlier with some impatience on the throttle and the brakes. Yeah.
You're cooking your right front tyre.
My pressures are correct. It's the left front that's getting toasty. But I suppose he's referring to surface temps, like tread temp and not core temp. And pressure is only affected by core temp. Okay, I've built a gap now. It's good.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
Hey! Probably not the leading pack though. So nothing for me to gain, I assume.
Orders for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines.
Oh, too deep. Try not to provoke it too much. It beat me, I think. And I think now I'm looking up too much.
Clear. Green flag. Green flag in sector 2.
Samir, you're breaking the car. The guy who DNF'd is Samir. Or Samir. Funnily enough, I found there is a co-driver voice pack
Tyre temperatures are fine.
for Richard Burns Rally that has Samir. I mean, not Samir, Samir's co-driver. But I assume it's thoroughly unhelpful. I saw somebody use it and
That's
it's
2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
it's not very helpful at all. Especially because some of the calls don't translate one-to-one because the video of that co-driver is edited. And in fact, there has been a lawsuit from that co-driver because he basically is a persona non grata in India as a co-driver because people assume he's abusive to the driver. And what actually happened, because from the video you can tell that he was like hating Samir, but in real life they were actually in good terms. But because of that video going viral, nobody wants to hire him as a co-driver. Meanwhile, Samir still has a drive, to my recollection.
Sector 3 is now clear.
Looks like that Porsche behind has found a bit of pace. I said that and immediately spun it up on that corner and lost some ground.
Looks like a bit of a wear on your left front.
Oh my god, this is torture on the tires. 16-minute race and the front left is already at, I assume, below 75%. On R Factor 2 at least, that's when crew chief starts to talk about tire wear. And lap times have fallen off a cliff.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Alright, final lap, hopefully.
V6 has binned it. Alright, Steve.
There we go, yes.
Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
What? Excuse me.
Seeing minor wear on your left side tyres. Yellow flag, watch out.
No, don't do this to me, please.
Left side.
Thank you.
Clear on the left. Car left. Clear to the left.
Don't thank you. I assume that's under blue flags. What's the gap behind?
Didn't understand that.
Nearly died there. On the final lap. What's the gap behind?
2.0 seconds.
Yeah, it's not that car. It's not that pink Porsche. Because the only Porsche ahead of me, outside the one I overtook, was an Iron Lynx car, and that's an Iron Dames. So nearly got taken out by a back marker. But nevertheless, P3 it looks like. Did not expect that. I suppose Samir was on the podium.
Steve, great drive. That's a podium. Okay, pit stop requested.
And the Aston Martin on the podium.
Just speed limit in the pits.
The new patch is working. Oh, it doesn't want to do donuts, does it?
The pit crew's ready.
It doesn't want to do donuts. That's not good. So well done, Fabrice. Yeah, that was Erlich Achanov. That's weird. That's a German first name and a Russian or actually no, either Russian or Ukrainian surname. So my fastest lap was 1.3 seconds off the pace. But it was the second fastest lap time, the third fastest lap time on track. Actually, no, fourth. Yeah, so yes, Amir was in the Ferrari. So the Ferrari's in the bin. 2 Ferraris DNF'd out of this. I don't get why I get a notification for the race I was just in. Yeah, and it also is recurring. Oh my god. Get me out of here. There we go. This is faster than this method I'm using right now. Congratulations though to Maurizio. Definitely showing us how to do it. Fabrice Marquis. Yeah, that was unfortunate. It was that Porsche that spun in front of me. 2 podiums in one day. All these stats you're seeing here, well, now you're seeing here, have been in one day. That's amazing. And I'm halfway through Silver 1. Right. So the next thing to do is LMP2. Let's see if lightning strikes twice. This is such a good riff. Oh, I've learned this by heart. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the end. It's a good day, isn't it? Polar opposite to yesterday. Absolutely polar opposite to yesterday. Oh my god, my bitrate is a little all over the shop on Twitch. It's not bad. Well, according to the OBS, my frame rate is... I have 0 drop frames. All right. Let's get used to the LMP2 again. All right. Let's see if I don't think I can get a podium out of this. And now that my rank has come back up, I'm expecting to be at the back of the grid again. But I enjoyed the 2 races where I was beating lower split drivers. That's the way to do it, boys. Although in the LMP2s, I think I generally have semi-decent pace. I mean, if you ignore the fact that I'm 3 seconds off of esports drivers, but... Oh, here we go. I ignore this message because, 1, you can't do anything, and it usually shows up when the server is fine. These days. It's just gonna go away. Also, I'm sorry you're gonna have to see some body hair, but I am very warm at the moment. Yeah, I'm in the server. Hey, look, it's functioning. Oh, it's not fully it's functioning now. Oh, contact has been made with the wall. Hopefully no one pops out of their garage into me, as happens fairly frequently, unfortunately.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors. Your brakes are cold. Be careful. You've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them. Blue flag. Incident in Sector 2.
Oh, the difference. It feels so twitchy. But at the same time, it has understeer mid-corner, whereas the Porsche has oversteer, so it's more manageable.
Green flag in Sector 2.
And it's louder as well. Too late, too late, too late, too late, as usual. Oh, just about made it. Well, I didn't, but... I almost did. Let's hope this race will have more action.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Green flag Sector 3.
It looks like we have 1 minute of downtime. Unless I time my lap so that I start it with and extend the duration of the lobby by 1 minute.
P15.
Thanks for not going. I appreciate that. Whoops.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Watch the track limits. Please, Steve. Incident in Sector 1. Yellow flag, green flag, Sector 2. Green flag, Sector 1.
It's not about lap times, it's about getting acclimated to the car again. It's funny how I expected from this week's combos the GTS at Portimao to be the combo to look for.
Yellow flag, Sector 2. Green flag, Sector 2.
But it looks like the LMP2s are the one that delivers. I mean, P3 wasn't bad.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
But destroying the grid as happened on my LMP2 race. It's definitely
Checkered flags out.
a better
E12.
performance. Thanks. I really like that. But I suppose I should be expecting it on the basis that I was on an invalid lap. Let's see what the leaderboard says. I am 2,125. How? I'm sorry, how? 59. $59. My fastest lap ever is 8 seconds slower than that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. It's down. It crashed. It's not brilliant, is it? It's not very cash money. Let me in. Please. Okay, some activity is happening. Taking place. You're all good. Just a scare. Also, don't worry. The screen capture will catch up at some point. It does tend to happen on LMU and also rFactor 2, which is why I have a dedicated game capture for rFactor 2. Really isn't in capture though. Come on. Come on, OBS. Come on, OBS. Hold on, let's try something. No, scene change doesn't do anything for it.
That's the end
There
of
it goes.
V12.
Oh, I can do that? That's so cool. I didn't know. You can right-click anything, not just the fuel. Hey, Hey, that's another United Autosport car. Same number as mine. An AF Corsair? Probably. Yeah, oh, it's a Prema. No, it's a Prema.
Checkered flags out, B16.
Oh, it's a lovely invisible car.
That's the end of the session, P16.
Let's make sure everything is in order. Indeed it is.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line. Okay, Steve, we've got 6 minutes to get the job done. Your brakes are cold, be careful. We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
Let's do it. Let's see what strength this lobby is. Man, this car combo is so good. Car track combo. The driver combo not really working. Oh man, this is so nice. I think this is a particularly good car track combo though, it needs to be said. This is like... It's like the Porsche at Sebring, actually, the GTE. It's like... It's almost as if the track is meant for that particular car and that particular setup. Because I think all the weaknesses of the setup of this car, which manifested themselves at Le Mans, are not manifesting themselves here as much. You have to back off the brake pressure a lot more.
Okay, Steve, 5 minutes to go.
But it's less lethal. Maybe able to squeeze in 3 laps. Be good for my safety rank as well. More valid laps, more safety rank gain. Who knows, maybe today we'll hit Silver 2, although I doubt that. Bad line. Very bad line.
Delete this lap, you've cut the track.
But put it in as a banker. Oh man, when you nail that corner, it feels so good. Is it called Malmedy? That one? I think it's called Malmedy. Yeah, that was a decent puan though. Oh, here we go. Audio being shit again. And unfortunately at this rate I think it's my computer. I hate Windows. This is, by the way, almost exclusively an issue on Windows. If you're on Mac, you have far fewer issues if you're not doing anything stupid. And I've done everything. I've increased my buffer size, the safety buffer as well. Is that Paul? Am I seeing right? Immediately I got the earliest exit possible, so yeah, I already lost it. I'm seeing it in the little preview of OBS. It's not clearly visible, but
Sector 1 is quick. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
yeah, I've got another lap in the bag. Hey Woody, how's it hanging? Oh, that's a bad. I won a race today, and I got a P3 in my second race. It's been going great so far. Won an LMP2 race, and I got a P3 in the GTE race, despite being an absolute plonker. Cheers, cheers. Woody, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, is the vice champion of a V8 Supercar League, which is a far greater achievement because that car is a beast to drive. And he managed to do that on the basis of his consistency. So,
10th off the pace in Sector 2.
a really good driver as well. Much better than me, to be fair. Yeah, that's why I say vice champion, P2. Unless the vice bit was lost in the sea of LMP2 noises. Oh, I was slow.
P2.
I need to do a 7.
Sector 3 is 0.25 off the pace.
Oh, Targa is coming up, yeah. Will you be streaming in the practice? Or will you be doing it offline and then just streaming the race? And Targa, I wish I could do Targa Florio. It's
That's the end of the session.
you might be streaming it. Okay. Which car will you be driving? From that class. 3 laps. Yeah, that's like 3 laps, 45 minutes, I think, per lap, right? That's a long ass race. That's what, 2 hours 15? Porsche 911. Ooh, good choice. Lovely car, the 904. Light, agile. Not too much of a handful. If you want to be a Chad, go do Targa Florio in a Daytona Coupe or a Corvette Grand Sport. You're doing 38 minutes, okay. 41 for you, okay. So that's just over 2 hours, yeah. I assume the lap times were slower. Okay, this lap wasn't meant to be. Consider the Shelby, but the sound wasn't too good. Oh, that's an issue. Making that car sound bad is an achievement. Ooh, that's close to the leader. 4/10. Not too bad. So I'm still in the low splits. So yeah, so what happened, by the way, Wood, is because of yesterday's disaster of a Le Mans race, I lost a lot of driver rank. So I've been, to put things into perspective, in the previous LMP2 race, I qualified a second ahead of P2 and a second and a half ahead of third. So I was definitely racing probably in bottom split. Okay. Yeah, the Daytona is like a car for straight line speed. Like that car was basically, at least on ASRock Corsa that I've driven it. Because after what you said about the force feedback, I'm not entirely sure if I'm interested in driving the Stormgang car. So I'm in P2. I'm sitting in P2. But yeah, that sounds like a lovely time. Although for me, Targa Floor is the most terrifying track. I have memorized all of the Nordschleife. I know every bit of it, mainly because I have like 1,200 laps there, somewhere around that mark. Because I've been racing Nordschleife since I was playing Gran Turismo on the PSP in 2008 or something. I've been lapping it relentlessly since then. In fact, since I started sim racing, I was so fed up with the Nordschleife that as soon as I could use it on ASRock Corsa, after the first few weeks I was playing, I was like, okay, we're done with Nords. It's been fun. Because you'd be surprised, after playing the Gran Turismo version, obviously it doesn't have the bumps or anything, and the cars are way too creepy. But as soon as you get used to all those, the layout is the same. So at the end of the day, you're not really doing anything particularly different. All you have to get used to is you don't hit the curbs anywhere near as much. You mind the compressions. Yeah, fluke flats can make a car fly. Right, good luck, good luck.
Green.
What are you doing?
Side. 3 wide, 2 right.
Oh, this guy's a piece of work
right.
already.
3 wide, you're on the left. Clear to the right. Car right. Clear to the right.
Man, this guy in the P1, Jesus. You can't just brake. You can accelerate and brake. This is actually profoundly illegal in real life. Oh, that's a cut already, by the way, from him.
Sector 1, yellow flag.
It wasn't sportsmanlike at all. To be fair, I am not obliged to not overtake him. Because I think the current rules is that you can't overtake the car on the same row as you, that you have to follow. And I can already sense that he's going to be blocking. So I have to be very cautious and judicious. And again, he has half a second on me in quali, or 4/10 or whatever. So I shouldn't be able to put too much pressure onto him. But 4/10
Sector 2 is now green.
and sort of make up in the toe, make up for in the toe. Oh my goodness! What's happening at the back? I've seen at least 3 DNFs at the moment. Oh, that's a bad start. That's a bad Paul Frere for him. Yeah, that's not a very sportsmanlike driver, I feel like. if this is gonna keep happening, I guess I'm gonna... These elbows will be very much out.
Yellow flag. Sector 1 is clear. We think that Olsen has gone off.
By the way, Woody, I'm using a new chat app. Oh, someone called somebody an asshole. And managed to get that through the moderation. That's impressive. So yeah, people are being very calm and collected.
Sector 3 is green.
Thankfully, it's been cleaned up here. Back and stepped out there. Ugh. I find it interesting that the leader is gapping me and then does something. Another one saying so many idiots. Man, all the toxic people are in this one. The in-game chat doesn't work for everyone. It doesn't work for me and other people I know. But it works for others. It's pretty odd. To be honest, there's nothing of value has ever been said in voice chat, in chat, in game chat. I suppose if you want to apologize for something so you don't come out as a dick, is a nice thing. If you genuinely made a mistake or there was like some hardware failure or a stutter or something like that. But it's usually used by people to hurl insults or vent their frustration. Well, usually both. But... and that's not helping anybody. Oh, that's so clumsy. I'm so afraid of looping it on exit there. Cheers, bud.
Incident in sector
I appreciate that.
Sector 1 is yellow.
I flashed him preemptively. Noobs, go play Forza. That seems to be a common insult in chat.
Okay, Steve, you just cut the track.
Not without merit, mind you, because Forza is the worst... well, I almost call it sim. The worst racing game for its online... Okay, another one called somebody fucking idiot. I think there's going to be a slew of reports in this one. Like, no matter what people do to you, that's uncalled for. Here's the thing, this is not competitive racing though. This is a daily race, this is a daily beginner race out of that. And it's a low split as well, I think. On the basis that I'm P2, it is a low split. The first wholesome-ish comment on this chat said lol. Congratulations, Fabiano, for improving the tone. Tryhards, yes, but I get it, but I hate to say it, it's only a game. What do you have to be mad? If the game is not relaxing you, then you should play something else. If you're not enjoying yourself. And I know that other people can sap the enjoyment out of a game, sure. I used to play Apex Legends. I used to play Escape from Tarkov. Do you know I used to do that? Because these games were frustrating to play. One, because I suck at first-person shooters.
Okay, Steve, halfway home.
I was mad, yes. I was mad. I'm not gonna pretend like this is something that I am not doing. myself, but I have never, ever, ever gone out of my way to call someone a fucking idiot. I have at times been a little bit salty in chat. And I am salty on stream because what you're hearing is stream of thought. And therefore, I do say things that I shouldn't be saying. Because I always advocate that you should check the replay, but I almost always have an opinion before I watch the replay. And sometimes I voice that opinion in a rather in a rather salty way, let's say. And this is something that I'm genuinely trying to improve upon. Because I don't want to be known as that guy who calls people fucking idiots on stream when it's not my fault. When it's not their fault, it's my fault. For example, in my Super Tourist League, one of the best drivers on the grid had a weird crash, bounced off a wall, and rebounded perpendicular to the track. I saw him, and I crashed into him because I was expecting him not to hold the brakes. And on the stream I was like, he didn't hold his brakes! Ah, fucking wanker! And then I looked at the replay and he was holding his brakes the entire time. And it was just that the crash was so harsh, there goes the lap by the way, that there was nothing you could do. And at the end of the day, the guy did the right thing. The one who was first at the scene of the crash, he went off track and avoided it. I tried to go to the left because I was thinking he was going to roll towards the edge of the track, and crashed into him and ruined his race, by the way, because I broke his suspension. Although his race was probably already ruined by that crash, but, you know, I made things worse. So it was my fault, but in the heat of the moment, I thought I was in the right. So, yeah. This is something I'm definitely trying to improve upon, hopefully.
We'll be warned about track limits. Left side tires.
Because the more I watch the replay... Oh, no. The gap has opened up behind.
Has just retired.
Another one bites the dust. Leader fucked off. B3 dropped back. Now this is bubble racing. Although it could be worse. That previous race I was mentioning in the LMP2s, I was all alone since lap 1. Because I think I pulled 2.5 seconds on P2 on just the first lap.
Okay, Steve, 10 minutes.
Admittedly, some of it was the start, because I did the right thing. I did a proper start, which is go slowly until we get to the corner exit, and then just hammer it, so that everyone else has to do the chicane at full speed, full throttle, on cold tires. And more importantly, because of the concertina effect, they can't really go too soon. So I basically gapped the whole grid.
New fastest lap for Simon, 2:07.62.
I ain't doing that.
That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
Yeah, boy. If that happens, 3 podiums in one day. The glory of low splits. Gotta love it. That Le Mans catastrophe was a blessing in disguise. I mean, that grinding sound
The track.
at Le Combe is so... That's the plank, isn't it? Underneath the car. Because this car's used planks as well, funnily enough. It's hilarious how we have advanced so much in terms of sensors. But if you want to check ride height and any violations thereof, planks. Wood. the things Woody has on the as an overlay on his stream. That's the kind of stuff they're using. Well, I think they're actually using genuine 2x4s. That's the funny thing. I'm sorry for using American terminology, by the way. But it is what it is. I don't know how they call that in scientific speak. Because I think that's in feet, isn't it?
Your ears are cold.
Also, it looks like that leader is going wide at Paul Frere, which is kicking up dust every lap. And he has absolutely bolted it. It's a bit early. Tell you what though, I'm very much in the rhythm with this car on this track. Really am. My laps aren't very good in the great scheme of things, but I just feel like I don't feel like I'm fighting the car at all. It's just that I'm making, like, I'm overextending my braking zones. I'm locking up a bit more than I should. Maybe I brake too early. What's the gap behind?
4.6 seconds. Your right front has got...
You say 1 or 4.6? I assume he said 4.6. Or was it 9? I don't know. What's for sure is that it's a big old gap.
Mills is now retired. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Oh, not a Steven. No. Still, I'm holding the name. I'm carrying the name's banner to glory. Well, second to the glory, vice glory, assistant to the regional glory. Hey, office joke. Don't do that again. But that rotation may have gained me a tiny bit of time. I lost it on exit, but I gained it on entry. Okay. Last lap. Did the gap shrink?
1 more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium.
Feels like I'm a little closer this lap. Not enough though. That guy's pushing.
Okay, Steve. We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Oh, I was very slow over a Rouge Radion. If you over-rotated, the diff just slows the thing down. I think it's the diff. Is everyone alright? Because my heart was in my stomach on that one. Don't know why I'm pushing it, but I am. Oh, this is such a magic combo. I swear to God. I know that I'm doing well because of the low ranking lobbies, but it's so much fun. This car, so beautiful. You have to be so precise with it because it has like an insanely fast steering rack. It's mega agile. This is the lightest car on the grid and probably the most agile. Hypercars included. Most things are heavy. I think they're 200 kilos heavier than this. 150, 200. That's pretty much where they are. So this is. And this has almost the same amount of downforce, just a little less. And I have way too much fuel. Oh, he nearly binned it then. You very nearly binned it then. If I were closer, that would have been a P1.
Well done. Decent drive.
Yes.
Okay, pit stop requested.
Still more burnouts. Not the map. Donuts. No, don't grip up. Don't grip up, please. Don't grip up. No. It's gonna hit the wall. I still hit the wall.
Pit crew is
well.
ready.
Oh my... I may be the exception that had fun in this one. I have a suspicion I was one of the very few people that had fun in this one. Oh my goodness. 10 DNFs. That deserves a screenshot. That deserves a screenshot. Holy bollocks. Wow. I've never seen that before in a daily race. Longer races tend to produce chaos like this. I think it was iRacing with the Sebring 12 hours with the rain that, you know, it went sideways for so many people. Okay, so I have to go. I think this is the trick, right? Do that. There we go. That speeds up the process significantly. Oh, the podium were exactly where we started. How interesting. Hey! Oh no! That donut, it hurt me. Most of them didn't get unscathed from a Rouge. Oh, Rouge isn't that bad in this car. Most of the problems I've seen occur either at the chicane or La Sauce. You know, when somebody thinks they can brake later than they actually can. Especially because the default setup has plenty of brake pressure. And the brake bias is actually 54.6% to the rear, if I recall correctly, 54.5. I run 76% pressure and 55% force feed brake bias. And it just gives me like infinitely more stability. Look at this. Look at this, Chad. Wow. That's the way to go. And I was the only... I was racing against people who were just starting out. And there was a platinum driver in here as well. And a gold driver in here. And the gold driver was actually hurling insults. Cool. All right. I will do it for tonight. The races of this night. And it was day and night compared to yesterday. Look at the new chat. I'm not terribly happy about the font. The name's in caps. It's like, look at me. Yeah. I am Simon. I am the Simon. To be fair, my name on Twitch is the Steve Phoenix. I should not be making fun of this because I'm like, I'm the definitive Steve Phoenix, and there has never been anyone else truly deserving of that name. But it was because Steve Phoenix was taken, admittedly. On YouTube, I am just Steve Phoenix. So yeah. Fun stuff. But yeah, the thing about online, from my experience of playing Battle Royales back in the day, I remember when I was playing Apex Legends and I was the last person on the team, and I have to say, by the way, I'm galactically terrible at first-person shooters. My excuse is that I'm playing on a TV that's 15 years old. And I think the input lag is measured in minutes, not seconds. That's my excuse. And it's a 32-inch and 1080p, so the pixel density is ridiculous. I can't see enemies in the distance. What's for sure is that I can be outplayed by a toddler with their eyes closed and their hands tied behind their back, playing on a Guitar Hero controller. And everybody was just hurling abuse at me. And that's part of the reason I quit. Someone was telling me, a friend of mine was told me that when you're a kid, you can sort of take that. But when you're an adult, that is more personal. That feels more personal. And definitely felt more personal for me. So I quit. And sim racing, it's a kind of a miracle I'm doing it. But at least people here are less, they're easier to filter out and generally less abusive, funnily enough. I'm definitely glad I'm not on iRacing, where the people have the opportunity to have voice chat, because trust me, people on Apex Legends did not say particularly nice things on voice chat. And of course, there was always that guy who had their mic on all the time, and you could hear their mom coming into the room, was like, "No, now, mom, I'm killing people. I'm winning," and we didn't win because I was in the team. So, yeah. Anyway, there's room for me to improve as well. I want to make it clear that I don't want to be that guy that draws conclusions very quickly. Toxicity remains. Yes. Unfortunately, it does. I think there's an aspect of, this being parasocial and everything. People disconnect the player from the person, if that makes any sense. To them, you're just a number, a person in that field of players or grid of cars. You're not really much else. And I think there is definitely an element of disconnect because I beg you any money, those people would not dare say those things in person. Absolutely not. They would not have the balls to go and say, "Hey, fuck you, man, you're useless." Because they're just enabled by the online online element, that disconnect from actual people. And that's the reason why. That's the reason I quit LFM, because I felt that people were not treating me they were driving against me as if I was an AI car. They were dive bombing me from the middle of nowhere. It can't be reported. The only problem is that replays are a bit of a dodgy feature now, and of course chat doesn't show up on replays. I have the benefit of streaming it, but because my overlay is covering it, people have to trust me on that one. That's the annoying thing. Maybe I should consider moving that. What's for sure is that it's something that's hard to moderate, unfortunately, because of the way it works. On iRacing, for example, all chat is recorded in the replay file. On rFactor 2, it's not. And I know for Le Mans Ultimate, for the time being, there doesn't seem to be any such implementation. So people kind of did get away with it, unfortunately. Oh, it's in the XML results file. Okay. I'll check that. Because if that's the case, then I can actually file in reports with timestamps and everything. Thanks. I did not know that at all. I thought it was not being recorded at all. And I was thinking, how can you report someone for hurling abuse if it's like your word against theirs? But this sounds more definitive. Well, it sounds definitive. Glad to have someone who actually has dug into the code of, I assume for your server implementations. Actually, see, it does. Well, that's a nice new. That's a fancy new chat feature. I like that. So this is, by the way, social stream. This new chat thing, because man, Caster Labs, I could not possibly recommend less. That deserves like a 1 out of 5 stars because it occasionally works. That's pretty much the best I can give it. This one is good. The font is not my thing because it looks a bit too quirky, and I'm more of a tough guy. But I'd like to do something with that soon. We'll see. But for the time being, I wanted to see if it works, and it works. So, and the great thing about this, I don't have to link my account to it. Funnily enough, how this works is you pop out your Twitch chat and you pop out your YouTube chat, and they're integrated into the extension, because this is a browser extension. I like that. Anyway, I'm very happy with the results today. I am going to recommend to anybody who's not familiar with Woody just yet, if you're watching, to go give him a follow and watch him play R Factor 2, because he is a phenomenal driver in VR, and I'm pretty sure when LMU gets VR, we might see him join us on the dark side. But for the time being, I need to bid thee farewell because I have something to do in 15 minutes. And I noticed that Linksy is playing LMU with a GoPro strapped to his head. So we should go his way. Oh, stop. You know it, man. You'll be getting shoutouts every time you're here, because I think more people need to find your stream. I wouldn't do this if I didn't think you deserve it. I'm not doing that because you're here. I'm doing that because your streams are generally very good, and your driving is very good. So, and I like the way you make it look. He has a 2PC setup, by the way, and you get to see his VR view and an off-board view from trackside cams. And I think that's a very nice and unique thing that I tried to do on a Assetto Corsa, and my GPU hated me because it was running at 100%, and I was dropping frames. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, Woody. Thank you very much, anyone else who watched the stream. Don't forget, if you want to get notified when I'm streaming, you can check my Discord, which is in the description on YouTube. And it's here. I have a bot that notifies you every time I go live, and I'm showing myself for the first time. It feels dirty now. Okay, anyway, let's go to Linksy. And I don't know if I'm going to be back for the weekend. We'll see. There are weekly races to be had, but we'll see in how my work schedule is going to be and what mood I'm going to be in. But until then, love you. See you later. Spread the joy and love to Linksy. He's lovely. Bye.